You can adjust video speed from YouTube settings. Let's listen to this wonderful story. One cold winter day, when Emily came home, she found a letter at her door. It had no stamp or postmark. It only had her name and address. She was surprised and opened the letter. It said, "Dear Emily, I will come to your home this evening to see you. Love, God." Emily was shaking. Why would God want to see her? She was not important. Then she remembered her empty refrigerator. I have nothing to offer, she thought. She looked in her wallet. She had only $5.40. She went to the store and bought some bread and 2 bottles of milk. When she left the store, it was snowing hard. She hurried home to get ready. On her way, she saw a poor man and woman shaking in the cold. The poor man said, "Ma'am, we have no home or money. We are very cold and hungry. Can you help us?" Emily said, "I'm sorry. I have no more money, and this bread is for my guest." The man said, "Thank you, ma'am," and they moved on. Emily felt a pain in her heart. She ran after them. "Sir, ma'am, please wait." She gave them her food basket and her coat. The man thanked her and prayed for her. When Emily got home, she was sad because God was coming, and she had nothing to offer him. But as she opened her door, she found another letter. It said, "Dear Emily, thank you for the lovely dinner and the beautiful coat. Love, God." This story shows it's good to help others. When we help others, we are also helping God. Second story. 2 frogs fell into a deep hole. They tried hard, but they could not get out. One frog stopped trying and said, "It is impossible." But the other frog kept jumping and tried even harder. Some other frogs came and saw the jumping frog. They said, "It is impossible to get out." But the frog kept jumping, and at last he got out of the hole. The frogs were surprised and asked, "How could you get out?" The frog did not answer. They found out later that the frog was deaf and could not hear. He thought they were all cheering for him, so he jumped even harder and could get out. Third story. One day, Roberto de Vicenzo, the great golfer from Argentina, walked into the locker room with a smile. The cameras were on him because he won. Later, he was walking to his car in the parking lot. A woman came up to him. She said, "Well done for winning." Then she looked very sad and told him that her son was very sick and close to dying. She had no money for the doctor or the hospital. Roberto felt very sorry for her. He signed his prize check and gave it to her. "I hope your son gets well," Roberto said. A week later, Roberto was eating lunch at a country club. A man came over and said, "Last week, after you won, I saw you talk to a woman. I need to tell you that she's a liar. She doesn't have a sick son. She is not even married. She tricked you." Roberto asked, "So, do you mean no child was sick or dying?" The man said, "Yes, that's right." Roberto smiled and said, "That's the best news." Fourth story. We know each other a long time, Clara. I cannot live without you. We must get married. "I love you," Alex said. "I love you too, but you must talk to my father about marriage," Clara replied. "Okay, I will talk to your father." "Let's go," Alex said. Then they walked to Clara's father's house. 10 minutes later, they reached Clara's father's house. Her father was sitting at the front door. Alex went to talk him. "Hello, Mr. Richard. I love Clara, and I want to marry her," Alex said. "Hello, young man. I see you are very determined. If you want my daughter, you must prove yourself. I have 4 cows. I will let them out of the barn one by one, and you must catch one of them by its tail. If you catch one, you can marry Clara," Richard said. Alex agreed, and they went to the barn. Clara's father let the first cow go. It was big and strong. The cow ran fast. Alex could not catch its tail. 3 more cows left, Alex thought. Richard let the second cow go. It was big, but not as big as the first cow. Alex could not catch it too. "I will release the 3rd cow," said Richard. The 3rd cow came out. It was smaller and calmer, but Alex didn't try. The 2nd cow was smaller than the 1st cow, and the 3rd cow was even smaller. The 4th cow will be the easiest, thought Alex. Then the last cow came out. It was a calf and walked slowly. Alex was happy and went to catch its tail, but he was shocked. The 4th cow had no tail. "I made a big mistake," thought Alex. The father said, "Alex, we must use every chance. Life gives us chances like these cows. Do not wait. Try now. Something unexpected can happen, and you might miss your chance." Dear listeners, if you want to learn English with engaging stories, subscribe to our channel, Storywave. Copying or re-uploading is forbidden.